Happy Wednesday, awesomes. How's everybody doing? English 3050 Technical Communication 1 reports. Midweek, come back at you. I told you to be back on Wednesday. I was hoping to be back with you a little bit sooner. But I'm here now. All right, so I made a few changes I wanted to go over with you on our Canvas page. So I kind of added a header here to kind of put all the Technical Communication 1 reports, kind of like class stuff, kind of all together for you here at the very top. Maybe you've already looked at, viewed the course introduction videos, part 1 and 2. Kind of gave a broad overview of kind of where things are, kind of the setup of the class, those kind of things. I'm going to show you more specifically about some of the overview and give you a little bit more detail here in just a second. But recall too, here is our syllabus, right? And we've got our schedule. Those are still linked right there for you. Hopefully those are working well for you. So we got the overview and instructional video, which is where you'll find this video, because we won't see it there today. But anyway, so here's our foundation. We're laying the foundation this week on our threefold concepts here. We're going to talk really a lot, start talking about text design. As we already know, we're getting our upstream problem-solving book, right? I know we've got those coming in. We're working on those. And then we're going to talk about audience-centered writing. All right, we're going to explore and marry all of these different concepts together. All right, so for this week, we're reading text design or teaching text design by Kramer and Bernhardt. And this will be, we will refer to this text throughout the semester. So please do take the time to read it. I don't want to say it's a tad long, but it's very, very accessible. Kramer and Bernhardt do a really good job of kind of like setting out the foundation of what we mean by text design and how it relates to technical communication, which you'll read the introduction, right, to our practical strategies book. Talks about what technical communication is. And that's kind of what our discussion forum is going to be about this weekend. So we'll start to look at all of our technical communications, from our resumes to our digital portfolios to our WikiHow assignment to our Project 3 collaborative our collaborative recommendation reports. Everything we do, we're going to start looking at through the lens of this text design, right? And then here in a little while, we'll get into our upstream problem solving. And we'll talk about these roadblocks to problem solving and how we can overcome them. And then Markel and Selber in our practical strategies book will help us think about audience-centered writing, thinking about our audience and how we tailor our text. So our readings due this week. Chapter 1 in the practical strategies book, Introduction to Technical Writing, read Kramer and Bernhardt. And then we'll have our discussion board posts, which I have linked here for you. Let's hope it works. We're going to give it a shot here. All right, so I'm going to click on this and kind of review this for you. So recall that in a discussion board post weekend or a discussion week, you have your initial post will be due by Friday. All right, so read Kramer and Bernhardt, read the introduction, and by Friday, respond to this prompt. What is technical communication? What role does text design play in technical communication? As part of your response, please provide specific examples that point to specific design guidelines or principles that you read about. So seeing the page as a grid, right? Hierarchy, typography, headings, et cetera, something that stood out to you, right? There's no wrong answer. It's what stood out to you, right? So you make that post by Friday. Then you'll start to see, okay, as you start to make posts and stuff down in here, right? So boom, all right, we're starting to see posts already from folks. Good job. Now you'll read one, and then you'll reply to it, and then a second one, right? And extend their conversation to talk about, okay, beyond good job, or I like what you said. Those are great things to say. So give a compliment and then talk about very specifically and state why, right? Why is that? Maybe add an example, right? Add something to that conversation. Think about these questions. How does the text design principle speak to visual components, effectiveness in technical communication? So start to really play with these ideas of, now we're thinking about the design of a text, in addition to what the content of what we're saying, right? So we need to think about putting those two together, if you will. All right. So put us back on the homepage here. But I kind of wanted to give you an update and review. I'm going to come back with you hopefully by Friday. Maybe we'll talk a little bit more specifically about some of these design concepts and stuff, but we'll definitely do that next week. All right, guys. I hope you're having a great week. Please let me know if there's anything more I can do for you. You guys stay safe and stay awesome. Bye now.